me if you want.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Hold, everybody please hold.
Here, look, I'm just a car right here. Yeah.
Hey, I'm a CNA. I got a medical kit. Can I help?
Yeah.
All right. Go.
All right.
We're no strangers to love. Hello, my friends. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada, where many crybaby protesters who are not even American citizens are protesting against President-elect Donald Trump. As you can see, it is very cold, and their little tears have already turned into ice. Let's go find out more. What is this protest about?
It's about expressing our opposition to Trump's racist policies that prevent people from certain nations from entering the U.S.
Okay, so it's some kind of ban, yes?
Yes. Well, it's a ban on immigration. I mean, it's like Trump's just general stance towards immigrants.
Which countries is he banning?
It's 7 Muslim majority countries in the Middle East. I don't remember the exact list at the moment. I believe they're on.
I think it's Syria, Sudan, Somalia, Iraq, Iran, Libya, and Yemen, but I could be wrong.
That's what this document says, or yeah.
Well, I don't need a paper, I already know. But do you think that if you were banned from Syria, that they would protest for you to be able to go there?
Probably not, because they have their own issues.
Yes, but when are you planning your next vacation to Aleppo?
I mean, I'm not planning a vacation out of the country for a while.
Why not? You need a tan.
In your piece, you said that if it was a man, you'd probably have laughed. Do you want me to quote it?
I'm genuinely, yes, I would, because I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't remember writing it. Okay.
I'll find it while you're
After this one last question, just to clarify.
Yeah, it was, if I knew that a male member of staff was speculating about how I look naked, I would cause the sort of fuss that would make Charlotte Proudman look meek. If I heard a female colleague doing the same thing about Andrew in accounts, I'd probably laugh and I might even join it.
Gotcha, bitch!
What's Donald Trump doing about my student debt?
Yeah.
As a public
Well,
servant?
did Donald Trump sign the dotted line saying taking on that debt? Was that Trump?
To be a public servant, I have to.
You have to what? Go to school?
Yep.
You have to.
Yeah.
You had to be a teacher.
Well, nobody made you do that. You chose that life path.
But I'm serving my country. I'm serving my country as a public servant.
Yeah, so but I'm saying, but did you or did you not choose to take on a student loan?
To serve my country.
Okay, but who
servant.
made that choice?
I did.
So whose responsibility is it?
Just like
Why
the
is that
military
funny?
people.
That's logic.
So wait, hold on. Here's the logic. When the military go overseas and fight and they die, that was their choice to die, right?
Yeah, they chose the greatest honor to give their life for freedom. Absolutely.
I chose the greatest honor to serve my nation as a public servant.
Okay, but good for you. And just like going overseas could mean you might die, you taking on student debt means you're going to be in debt. That's called a sacrifice.
Right, but it's...
You little stupid ass bitch. And we're in an environment where we're desperately trying to dispel these stereotypes, to dispel the image that science and maths is more for boys than it is for girls. And these types of comments, potentially harmless in terms of intent, are actually really reinforcing these stereotypes that we're trying to get away from in terms of encouraging girls to go into science as a career.
Well, you hear this a lot from scientists. You hear this a lot, in particular, from female scientists. But the fact is that there is some reason to suppose that there is an advantage to being a man in certain subjects. There's reason to suppose that gender essentialism, biological determinism, whatever you want to call it, the fact that there are male brains and female brains, may indeed have some basis in science. Now, this is sort of thrown out of the window completely by feminists and female academics who just refuse to accept that there's any reason whatsoever why there might be a gender imbalance. Two things on that. One, actually the science is very much still out on that. And two, if you look at equality in society, if you look, for example, at Bangladesh versus Norway, what you notice is the number of women in science and technology subjects actually goes down as societies get more equal, because women simply don't make the same choices that female academics and feminists would like them to. Women actually don't want to go into the sciences on the whole, and when they have every option available to them, they tend to choose not to.
I don't think that's the issue. I think it's about confidence. I think women suffer again, we're not talking about all women, we're talking about some women, we're talking about some men, from lack of confidence and from something called imposter syndrome, where we attribute our successes to external factors and we lack the confidence to actually believe that we are good enough to do it.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you know, if you're going to get put off a career in science because of an offhand comment from a Nobel Prize winner, how committed were you really in the first place to being a scientist?
All around me are familiar faces.
There is a girl here dressed like a pumpkin who is going around telling everyone not to speak to us. Excuse me, can I ask you a few questions about this protest?
Who are you with?
Squatting Slav TV, more popular than BBC and CNN put together.
No, thank you.
Why not?
I don't know who you are, and I don't know what's happening with it.
So you're protesting against hate speech? Okay, I like your hair.
Who would you have rather had, though, Trump or Clinton?
I would say Clinton.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I'm saying, like, I just really don't.
But what about all of her crimes?
What about all of Donald Trump's crimes?
What crimes?
Man, he said verbatim he would grab a girl by the pussy.
That's not a crime.
I'm saying, like, actually it is. It's assault.
No. He was saying, no, hold on. Let's provide context. He said when you're a celebrity, girls let you do anything with them. You can grab them by the pussy. He wasn't saying he grabs girls by the pussy. It was
consensual to me.
Okay, but what crimes? That's not a crime. So what crime?
Okay, well that seems all right. I'm saying I'm not even sure about Hillary Clinton's crime as well.
Comey admitted she had the illegal server, classified emails.
Yo, did she get convicted for that shit?
No, but do you trust the FBI?
Do you trust the FBI?
Hell no!
I do agree that there is stigma that I have to deal with because I am fat, but I'm actually really in celebration of my body. I find beauty in diversity. I think we come in all shapes and sizes. And the assumption that we've dealt with a lot on this show is that just because you're obese, you must overeat. You must have an eating disorder. I know that not to be the case. I know you can have a healthy relationship.
Now, Mimi, you say this is misleading. Go have at it a little bit.
Well, I certainly think that we all want to feel good about ourselves. That's understandable. I don't think people should feel demeaned by their size. And I also couldn't agree more with the message of daily exercise. No matter what size you are, you'll certainly benefit from daily exercise. You can't be healthy without that. But then let's talk about where we disagree. Look, if you want to feel good about yourself, it's impossible to feel good about yourself when you're doing something that's self-destructive. Also, self-destructive behaviors that result in damage or debilitation or even disfigurement to the body, that's never going to be perceived as beautiful.
The thing is that I think that the Hayes approach, the health at every size approach, has been documented to work. And it's been documented to work year after year.
What do you mean work? What do you mean work? Because a health at every size is a lie. If you starve yourself into damage, that's unhealthy. Or if you eat yourself into damage, that's not healthy.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's just not.
Here,
that's not true.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's like saying that.
Weight
let's
being
say you were a smoker.
self-destructive.
Let's say you're a smoker and have black lungs, and you try to say that's healthy because you don't have cancer yet. We know that it is actually factual that obesity is dangerous, and it's connected to cancer, stroke.
I just wanted to point out that this lady's name is Meme. I don't know, I just thought that was really funny.
Alzheimer's, we even know it's connected to an increase in birth defects. So there's nothing left to debate.
Mimi?
It's not beautiful. It's not healthy.
I think you need to separate the idea of weight from healthy behavior.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
If you ask somebody like my colleague Professor Starkey, it's playing xenophobia and racial prejudice for laughs. And if you ask people who organise conferences like this, it's sitting by politely whilst people play racial prejudice and xenophobia for laughs and pretending that this is an acceptable part of contemporary debate.
I am domiciled here and I pay full taxes. And can I just say, as you have chosen to be personal and invidious, let me share a little story with you. One of the great things that is essential to Britishness is a sense of public duty, that you do things for nothing with organisations that can't pay. Ms. Penny, who has been advertising these great left-wing virtues, and I were due to debate for a very impoverished little society called the Thomas Paine Society on the virtues of a republic on the one hand and a monarchy on the other. I was prepared to do it for free. She insisted on trying to charge such a large fee that the event had to be cancelled. Now, I think that is as mean and grasping as some runt comedian, and I will not be lectured to by a jumped-up public school girl like you. I came from the bottom, and I will not have it.